Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of CAD 101. In this episode, I am going to introduce you to some of the commands that are used in AutoCAD to do the drawing. Now I'm going to introduce you specifically to some of the drawing commands that are used. Now, a command can be entered using multiple ways. You can click on the icon. For example, this is the line command. I can click on the icon, right? And my command is activated. And here's the cursor. If you notice that the cursor has changed, this is the default state of the cursor. Once I've clicked on the line command, you will see that the box that was there, or the square that was there in the center of the cursor, is now gone, to show that the cursor is activated, or the command is activated rather. And you will just click where you want the line to start, click where you want the line to end. Alternatively, I'm going to undo this, Control Z. Alternatively, you can type the word line and press enter. Once you have selected, or once you have pressed enter, then the command will be activated. Now, there's a third way, well, an extension of the second way. Instead of typing line, you can just type L, enter. L is the abbreviation for line in AutoCAD. Once you press enter, the command will be activated and you can click the line. If you notice, when using the line command, once you end a line, a new line starts automatically. In order to stop that line, you can press escape. So let me demonstrate that again. Press L, enter, select the starting point, select the end point, a new line is formed. You can press escape, enter, or space to get rid of this. So I've just pressed enter. Now the second drawing command that can be used to draw things in AutoCAD is the circle command. You can click on the icon to get this command going, and if it is always important to read what is in the command line right here. It is asking me to specify the center point of the circle. I'm going to click where I want the center point to be. Now it is asking me to specify the radius of the circle. I'm going to now go ahead and type the radius. I want my radius to be 7, for example. Press 7, then enter. Alternatively, let me select another circle and click the center. You can put in your diameter instead of your radius. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Instead of entering the radius, I'm going to press D, enter, to switch to a diameter. If you notice, the command line is now asking me to specify the diameter of the circle rather than the radius. I'm going to go ahead and press 10 as my diameter. Then after pressing enter, I've now drawn a circle with the diameter 10. There's another command that is there called the rectangle command. This command is used to draw a rectangle or a square. Now it is asking you to specify the first corner. You can click the first corner. Then you can specify the area or the corner point, right? Or the dimensions. So I'm going to select D for dimensions. If you notice here in the command line, it is asking you for some alternative information. If you don't want the information here, that is, it's asking me for a corner point, which is the diagonal. If I don't want to enter the diagonal, I want to enter the dimensions instead. I press D for dimensions, then enter. Now it is asking me to specify the length for the rectangles. So click on the first line and you can type the length. So I want 10, then enter, then the width, then I press 5, enter. Now I've drawn a rectangle that is having a length of 5 and a width of 10, or the other way around, sorry. Now if you notice, you can position the rectangle however you want it based on the starting point. So I've selected, I've drawn my rectangle. Now if you realize, all the lines are joined together, right? There's another thing, there are some other things that you can draw, but I'll leave those for other episodes, right? You also have the ellipse command. You can click the ellipse command. Now it's asking you to specify the center of the ellipse. Then it is asking you for the endpoint axis, whatever that measurement is, right? So once you read the command line, you can know what it's asking you for, right? So clicking the center of the ellipse, the endpoint, one of the endpoint, which it can be half the major axis or half of the minor axis. So let's say 8 is half of my major axis. I click 8. Now I'm going to click half of the minor axis. Let's say the minor axis was 7, half would be 3.5. So I type 3.5, and that's my ellipse. You have the arc command. You click the starting point of the arc. You can click the second point of the arc, and then you can click the third point of the arc. Now if you want to draw an arc at a specific height, you can click arc, click the first point, and rather than clicking the second point, you can click end. So you press E, then enter, then you click the end, then now it is asking you to the center point. Now you have to fool around with AutoCAD to find out exactly how the different options work. So in the summary, you have the line command, the center, the circle command, sorry. You have the ellipse command, the rectangle command, and if you drop down this menu, you can also draw a polygon. Now it will give you regular polygons, meaning polygons where all the sides are equal. 5-sided figure. Now it's asking you enter the number of sides. I'm going to enter 6, then press enter. Specify the center of the polygon. I press enter. Now it is asking for the radius of the circle. Now in drawing polygons, you know that a circle can be inscribed into the polygon or circumscribed. As this drawing, notice this menu is showing inscribed or circumscribed, but I'll leave those for other videos. So in the other video, I'll show you some of the modifying commands that can be used. Stay tuned.